Good morning, guys. Oh, before I go to work, I decided to read to you some pages of my favorite book. Kasi pag gabi na, when I came back from work, yung nauso na yung whitey-whitey. Minsan nahirapan na akong magbasa sa gabi. So better I read it now. Para mamaya free na tayo sa ating whitey-whitey. Okay, again, I'll read to you some pages of Mother of Peace book of Hak Ja Han. Science is a stepping stone. Once in a while, you hear religious people devalue science as having nothing to do with God, and secular people devalue religion as no practical use. Both sides separate God and science. Both are error. God wants us to develop science and technology as tools with which we can exercise the dominion of love over all things. And that is God's great blessing. We must love nature with the same heart as God and cultivate it for the benefit of humanity. This is God-centered science and technology. In 1972, my husband and I convened in the first international conference on the unity of the sciences. As with any new project, we endured many obstacles in birth pangs to bring it into the world, and then that after ICOS has launched, many scholars accused us of using scientists to legitimate ourselves. In many cases, the development of ICOS went like this. A scholar would be approached with a personal invitation saying, "Professor, I sincerely invite you to attend this upcoming science conference." He or she would send a response that said, "I have heard that the founders of this forum are Reverend and Dr. Sun Myung Moon and his wife, and I am opposed to them." Several years later, this same scholar would accept invitation and present his or her work at the conference. This was because he or she had realized that the true motivation of the ICOS. As the year passed, we received enthusiastic responses from distinguished scholars worldwide who were wary at first, then participated and became loyal supporters. This was because, through ICOS, they discovered a larger purpose for their work. We always considered ICOS themes with care. The first ICOS was convened in New York City was on the topic the moral orientations of the sciences. My husband and I, as the founders, wanted to raise the question of what science could do for the sake of humanity. The purpose and goal of science are to realize humanity's dreams. My husband said in his opening address, scientific civilization by its very nature must be shared by humankind as a whole. We convened at the second ICOS in Tokyo in 1973 under the theme Contemporary Science and Ethical Values. Thanks to the participation of the five Nobel Prize laureates, the conference attracted much attention. While the first conference assembled just 20 scientists from 7 nations, the second ICOS drew 60 participants from 18 nations. In just 1 year, it had become a global forum. By 1981, when we held the 10th ICOS in Seoul with 808 scholars attending from approximately 100 nations, ICOS had become the leading global forum of its kind. During that event, we proposed the free and generous exchange of technology among nations, something that had never been imagined in history. Our view is that because the science and technology are revealed and given by God, they are the commonwealth of all humanity. We emphasize that no country should monopolize these common assets. My husband and I sponsor the ICOS forums to promote the free exchange of science and technology. Our intention, especially, was to see science and technology shared with the developing countries in Africa, Latin America, and Asia. Put another way, we want to develop countries to globalize the cutting edge standards of science and technology by sharing their tools and methods with developing nations. To set an example, when we saw the food shortages in some parts of Africa, we donated machinery for a German missionary to build a sausage factory in Zambia. And we arranged for education in advanced methods of crop cultivation and livestock breeding. In some America in South America, we raised cattle. Also, we planted trees and took other measures to keep nature green and pristine. In Kona, on Hawaii Big Island, we started a coffee plantation, harvesting coffee beans in, strat- in stratospheric and cultivating the plants requires great skill. Initially, we suffered serious losses because we did not spray pesticides, which damaged human health. In times, we found a way to repel insects without using harmful chemicals, and now we're producing premium of coffee that is pesticide free. We purchased automobile assembly lines in Germany and established automobile factories in China and North Korea. When we saw farmers doing the back-breaking work of sowing rice by hand, we acquired an agricultural machinery factory and supplied them with the equipment they lacked. Looking upward into the sky, we established Korea Times Aviation to support state of the art aviation technology and space engineering. These efforts and more naturally we go through ups and downs, but our vision isn't changing. We learn as we go and our investment will continue. For years, the ICOS Forum led to countless scientific collaborations and new friendships. In 2000, we entered a new phase of the Providence and put ICOS on hold, or renewed the annual International Conference on the Unity of the Sciences in 2017. The 24th ICOS held in 2018 gathered hundreds of participants devoted to pioneering new paradigms for scientific research. In my opening remarks to the conference, I cast the vision to solve the many problems facing our world, whether they are religious or scientific. First, you must know correctly about God, who is the origin of the universe, and about true parents, then you will be able to find the solutions. ICOS is a gathering of scientists, engineers, and inventions of harmonized technology to harmonize the technologies and tools in our hands with the ecology of the natural world as well as our original human nature created by God for the purpose of realizing authentic human happiness and lasting peace. Wow, really a great content. This book is. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Di na ako magbabasa mamayang gabi, di ba? And ilang minuto na rin lang, I have to leave by 12 noon Korean time. 11 sa 11 sa Philippines. Half day lang ako nag-work, guys. Usually I almost half days lang bago pa man mag-COVID. I have the English teaching work. Marami na din before matagal na yung teaching experience ko dito. When I came to Korea, roon ko ng isang baby, maybe siya noon 4 years old na siya. Saka ako nag-start ng pagti-teach sa una sa mga government schools, elementary government schools, and then later napunta naman ako sa we call it academy, academies or Hagwon in Korea. And then mga small groups of students na saan ba yun, sa Manpower Youth Center. I teach there for 3 consecutive years. Pero ano na yun, parang after school na siya. After school, kumbaga tapos after ng yung regular classes ng mga bata sa school in night time from 6 to 8, and I have to pursue that teaching the youth at the youth center. Kumbaga program siya ng government, and medyo lesser ang pay doon kasi nga isa siya sa parang help ng government sa mga batang anong tawag natin doon, yung di sila kayang papuntahin ng kanilang mga parents sa academy after school, kasi siyempre nga naman mahal yung tuition fees sa academies. And kumbaga some of them or yung mga kahit dito sa Korea marami ring problems yung mga walang magulang, diba? Ibig sabihin meron, but then they were divorced, and most of them yung parang inihahabilin sa mga grandparents nila, and then the grandparents yung parang din sila, mahirap din ang pamumuhay, and then may mga program din yung government para sa mga batang ganun ang mga kalagayan sa buhay. Yun, marami na rin yung mga pinagdaan ng teaching works until such time na yung bago dumating ang COVID, na ako that time, parang since 2004 to 2015, yan, nagpalipat-lipat ako ng mga government schools and academies until nung pagsapit ng 2015, which is na noon, parang bedridden ng aking father-in-law kasi I took good care of him. Ayaw niyang magpadala sa home for the aged, and parang yun nga, I feel his heart. Sabi niya gusto niyang i-take care siya sa bahay, and no choice, syempre ako ang kasama niya na manugang, which itinuring ko siyang parang tunay na magulang, really, as my biological father. Ang treatment ko sa kanya, napakabait niya talaga compared sa aking mother-in-law. Mayroong siguro ganung situation na dahil yung father-in-law ko is very close to me, parang may jealousy between yung may nangyayari. Yung mother-in-law ko naman is siya, parang aloof siya sa akin, though I treated them the same. Kahit ganun ang turing sa akin ng aking mother-in-law, pareho ko silang itinuring ng mga magulang ko. And then yun, nung inalagaan ko pa si father-in-law ng about 1 year na mahina na talaga ang kanyang katawan, hanggang may dumating na pagkakataon na hindi ko na siya kayang buhating mag-isa, kasi parang yung katawan yung bigat ng father-in-law ko is triple sa bigat ko. Hindi ko na siya maibangon, and then I feel na ako'y nagkakasakit na rin taking care of him, kasi ibabangon mo siya, aalalayan papuntang restroom, kasi ayaw niya rin gumamit ng diaper, yung gano'n. Just, talaga, 1 year and 6 months na gano'n yung kanyang kalagayan. Talagang nafe-feel ko na rin na parang bumabagsak na rin ang aking health, and parang naiiyak-iyak na ako, pero sinusolo ko lang yung feeling na yun, kasi Baka kako pag nagsabi ako sa aking husband na hindi ko na kayang alagaan ng father-in-law ko is anong sasabihin niya sa akin, yung mga ganun, pati sa mga brother-in-laws ko, sa sister-in-laws ko. Pero nag-isip-isip din ako kung ipapatuloy ko yun, hindi ko sasabihin yung nararamdaman ko, yung aking situation. Baka naman dumating yung time na ako na yung magkasakit, and how can I take care of my own family? Tatlo ang aking mga angels with my husband. Hindi basta-basta din ang buhay ng isang dakilang nanay. Kaya yun, naglakas loob ako na i-open up ko yung feelings ko sa aking asawa, and then sabi ko, hindi naman yung ayoko na sa kanya. Gusto ko siyang alagaan ka ako, pero hindi na kaya ng aking lakas. Kumbaga. Kaya yun, inopen up yun ng aking asawa sa kanyang mga kapatid, and then they end up of deciding na ipadala ang aking father-in-law sa home for the aged. Talagang na siya, bedridden na siya. And nung pagstay niya doon sa home for the aged, 6 months pa siyang tumira din doon hanggang sa matanda na rin kasi talaga siya. Nasa 84 na siya. Workaholic pa naman yun si tatay, kaya talaga nung nagsimulang hindi na siya nakakagalaw, nakakakilos, talagang biglang bagsak ang katawan pala pag dating workaholic ang tao. Ayun, ang bilis ng kanyang pagkawalan ng kanyang lakas. And marami rin din siyang mga operations before, kaya yun, siguro sa katandaan na rin. Kaya yun, noong 2015, 16, ganyan, 1 year after 2015, tumigil sa teaching work, and nag-focus lang ako sa pag-take care sa aking father-in-law. And then after 2 years ganun, hanggang yumao na siya, parang nabakante ako sa teaching field. Tapos naman kailangan, di ba, magre-recover nung wala na siya, na naman, kumbaga start anew ako. Parang hindi ko na carry yung mga muhan sa mga academies, ganyan. Hindi ko na kaya yung magturo pa sa maraming estudyante. Parang na ako, bored na ako sa pagtuturo nung kasi sa matagal na panahon yun ng work ko. Parang na ako, hindi na ako masaya sa aking field of work. And then nag-decide na lang ako na kahit papano, kasi boring din naman kung wala ding work, nasa bahay lang. And then I start accepting mga private tutorials. At least yun, sarili ko yung oras ko. And then if may mga halimbawa, may mga emergencies din ako na change mo lang ba yung mga schedules. Yun, until sa time dumating si COVID na bawal din yung mga house visitation kasi may mga homeschooling, mga ganyan. Ayun. Kaya napadpad naman ako sa coffee shop kasi nag-aral din po ako sa barista. Then got license. Gano'n lang siguro, padugtong-dugtong lang ang cycle ng buhay, pati ng work. Pero okay lang din naman kasi ang sa akin is hindi ako masyadong bugbog sarado yung aking katawan sa pag-work. Yung parang easy lang, and then happy ako sa aking work. I have enough time sa aking sarili, sa aking family, and I'm happy of what I am doing. Parang yun siguro pag medyo para namang lolang lola talaga mid 40s na kasi ang lola. Pag ganyang age, siguro dahil din sa mga na-experience ko sa buhay, parang ayoko na ng masyadong stressful na work, yung maraming mga nakakasalamuhang tao sa work. Ayoko na talaga kaya okay na lang yung ganito. Marami na naman akong daldal. Sabi ko magbabasa lang ako. napashare na naman. Anyway guys, thank you for bearing with me. Saka uli ha. Kasi, ano na, ako'y, I have to leave for work na, my dear. My dear, lalabs. Good luck sa ating lahat po. Have a great day. Bye.